Hey friends, welcome back to the homestead. We have a mess to clean up today. As you can see behind me, we had a pretty significant windstorm come through last night. Somewhere around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I have no knowledge of exactly how strong these winds were, but in a period of about 20 to 25 minutes, we had an inch and a half of rain. It had to be 60, 70 mile an hour wind gusts. It took down this tree. Half of the mulberry tree that I cleaned up in one of my previous videos, which I'll link above for you guys. I spent a couple hours out here that day cleaning up the tree, trimming it up, making it look nice, and now this happened. So it is what it is, I guess. We also lost over in our front yard. One of our main centerpieces in the front of our house was an old rotted out dead pear tree that had trumpet vine growing up it, and it was really pretty, and it's gone. So it is what it is. Also over in the other corner of our property, we lost a big pine tree. So it's going to be a couple of days worth of work to get all this cleaned up. I think at least maybe 2, maybe 3 days. I do have my son Cameron here with me today, and he said, hey, if you want help, let's go. So it's early in the morning, and I'm crabby and cranky and I have a headache, but we're going to get after it anyways. And one of the things that happened, if you can probably can't see it on film, is when it came down, it took down our cable for our cable TV, which we don't have TV, we just use it for our internet. But it didn't break the line, it just kind of ripped it off the house, and now it's laying on the ground. And I need to call the company to come out and put that back up for us to get it off my neighbor's driveway. But in order to do that, I wanted to get the tree off of it. So we're going to work on that far side over there and try to get some of it removed so that we can get the cable line out from under it at least. There's a little oil pump inside of it. That pumps oil to lubricate the chain.
Yeah.
And in general, every time you put gas in it, you probably need to put oil in it too, because it goes through at just about the same rate. Get my saw stuck. Thought by cutting it on the bottom I was safe, but it pinched on this back side. There we go. So you can kind of see what I'm left with here. A big Y basically, with each arm down on the ground. This one's right on my cable line. In order to get my cable line back up, this needs to be out of the way, or at least cut into smaller pieces. But this is the hard part, because it's dangerous. When you cut something, every time you make a cut, something's gonna move. So I'm just gonna continue being careful, do things small, slow, one at a time, and think everything through. Make sure I'm in the right position so I don't get injured. The two things we got going against us, one is we have an appointment this afternoon, so I only got maybe another hour left to work. And I need to get showered, get cleaned up so we can hit the road and move back. Number two, our burn pile is about at its max capacity. He's having trouble finding spots to put this brush, so I think we're gonna have ourselves a little bonfire here pretty quick and try to get that all burned down, because we have a whole lot more to go on top of it. It's getting to the point where it doesn't feel safe. And anytime I'm doing anything, if I don't feel safe, I always stop. Just stop what you're doing, reassess the situation, make sure what you're doing is right, make sure you're using the right tools, and I don't feel like I am. So I went and got a different tool, and we'll see if we can get this. It's mostly free now. I basically just need to move it about 3 feet this direction, and I can get it off of my cable line, and we can wrap up this short bit of this project. I'd be happy to keep filming and keep working, especially since I got help, but I do have to cut things short for today. So I do appreciate you guys joining us. I appreciate all of your guys' support. We just crossed over a few days ago 10,000 subscribers, so that made us happy. We stayed up all night. Well, not all night, but we couldn't sleep. It was like getting closer. It kept ticking, and we finally made it, so that's awesome. So the important takeaway from today, no matter how big the job or how small the job, if you're ever in the middle of something and something doesn't seem right, just stop what you're doing, reassess the situation, don't rush. I'm in a situation today where I'm short on time, so I'm kind of trying to rush, and that sets you up for errors. That sets you up for making mistakes. That's when you need to be the most cognizant of what's wrong here, what bad things could happen, and stop, reassess the situation, change tools, change tactics, whatever it is that you need to do, and stay safe and get the job done in one piece. So thanks for joining, guys. See you on the next one.